There's an uncanny parallel between the finals and Titanfall 2. Just like Titanfall 2, the finals doesn't just master the fundamentals of its genre, it elevates them. The gunplay is fluid and tight, the movement is exhilarating and finely tuned with each and every class, and the moment-to-moment action is both meticulously crafted, yet driven by chaos all at the same time. Both games deliver a level of polish that makes every match feel alive, dynamic, and endlessly replayable for years to come. But there's an underlying cautionary tale. Titanfall 2 was lauded as a near-perfect game, yet it was overshadowed by poor timing and market conditions. That said, its innovative mechanics lived on, reincarnated in the massively successful Apex Legends. It's a reminder that even a masterpiece can struggle to find its audience if the stars don't align. The finals, for me, carries that same spark of brilliance. Its potential is undeniable, but the gaming landscape is more unpredictable than ever. So, should you buy the finals in 2025 or beyond? Yes, but it's very, very, very complicated. After 650 hours, 2,200 matches, 15,000 kills, and one of the rarest platinum trophies in PlayStation history, I'm given the unwavering confidence to say yes, give this game a chance, so you can see exactly what I see, I hope, because ultimately, amid all of the noise and the chaos of the industry, a new studio with a veteran development team has delivered a game that has hit one of the quietest home runs in memory, but a home run nonetheless. If the finals does fail, whatever that means to you, less players, complete servers shut down, like whatever, there is a silver lining to be drawn from Titanfall 2's bittersweet legacy. Greatness doesn't need to die, it can evolve. And perhaps that's exactly what Embark Studios is setting out to do with their next game, Arc Raiders. While the finals has captured the essence of what makes a great shooter, Arc Raiders could be Embark's Apex Legends moment, a spiritual evolution born not from the ashes of failure, but from the foundation of something truly special. It's a tantalizing prospect for me personally. With a veteran development team at the helm, Embark has already proven that they can deliver innovation and polish in a crowded market with a very, very small team. If the finals is Embark's statement of intent, Arc Raiders might just be their exclamation point. I think at the very least, playing the finals right now gives you a glimpse of what a future Embark project can offer. One built upon quality, clear direction, and decades of experience. At best, you get to play one of the best multiplayer shooters of the last decade that has flown under everybody's radar. At its heart, the finals is simply a class-based shooter, a first-person shooter at that, with destructible environments and a focus on team dynamics and a central objective. Your classes are separated into a distinctive heavy, medium, and light, with each having an implicit purpose. You won't get the healer, the spy, the tank here to show an explicit purpose, but within minutes, you'll understand your role for the team depending on what class and loadout you pick. Cash Out is the closest thing the finals has to a unique individual game mode, where 4 teams of 3 rush around the map to collect open vaults and transport the cash to a cash out station, where you then defend it for a few minutes, secure the money, and eventually your team wins. Fundamentally, it's capture the flag with a mix of King of the Hill, and I wouldn't blame you if you were to hear that paragraph and were wondering how I played 2,000 matches, never mind how I could easily play 2,000 more. But I'm going to tell you, what Embark have managed to do here is introduce a constant and perpetual drip feed of emergent gameplay. Emergent gameplay is the creation of complex situations by interacting with simple game mechanics. And this is where Embark's experience as industry veterans shines through, because they do it all so effortlessly. Before you even start a match, Embark's masterful use of emergent gameplay has already kicked in, because your team's composition of heavy, medium, light is hidden from other teams. You're effectively blind picking your class and loadout, not knowing what or who you're about to face. Those options of heavy, medium, light might seem limited at first, but with 4 teams of 3, the combination reaches well over 500,000. A single teamfight in any game can feel inextricably different from the first to the last, and this isn't taking into account each class having its own loadout and flexibility within itself. From melee options to range combat, up close stealth options, to a focus on healing and shields and movements. After adding only a few extra variables with classes and combinations and loadouts, everything feels almost incalculable for the available moment-to-moment gameplay that can happen in the finals. But Embark isn't quite done. You see, maps are dynamic, and they play a role in the game as well. Despite only having a handful of them, They managed to embed that emergent gameplay into each one of them as well. The typical day and night versions for each maps are there, but so are weather events and, more importantly, random events. Meteor showers where the maps get bombarded and destroyed from above, or alien invasions where the map's geometry gets pulled to the sky, disrupting the gameplay below. Or damage buffs for everyone on the map, potentially changing certain encounters depending on your class and loadout. Maybe you're a light with a pistol and we're having trouble with heavies. With damage buffs all of a sudden, the odds are now evened. Or maybe there's a suspended structures map variation, where buildings hang from the sky along with the objectives. In this variant, the medium class with a jump pad in your loadout uniquely helps your team. I could go all day with the permutations that I ran into in the last 6 months with this game, but ultimately it meant no game was like the last, and if I were to go another 2,000 games, I know every single game there will be a moment worth shouting about, getting hyped about, or hitting record over. When it's all said and done, the once seemingly limited offerings from this free-to-play game are ousted and replaced with a deceptively deep shooter that is capable of offering unique gameplay encounters long after most people put it down. But Embark has one more thing. They have this one more thing moment, which is industry redefining. Their destruction, which is at the heart of that emergent gameplay. It's what ties everything together and makes a great experience a one-of-a-kind experience. All of the other stuff I've mentioned is relatively simple by contrast when you're a team this experienced, but for years, Embark have been working on technology to take destruction in games to the next level. And not just for a fancy tech demo at GDC either, but for real in-game scenarios with real outcomes, like the countless permutations of moment-to-moment gameplay it offers. The final outcome is a brilliant, one-of-a-kind moment that you get all to yourself. Maybe you're a heavy using a sledgehammer to bring a cash-out station from the top floor to the ground floor in a clutch scenario, or breaking into a cash-out room with C4s as a makeshift breach and clear, reminiscent of Rainbow Six Siege, but with far more fluidity and unexpected results at the other end. I have hundreds of moments like this across every map, with every team comp, with friends, without. This game delivers an experience that even the most seasoned of studios wish they could put in our hands, and yet Embark has achieved all of this for what is ostensibly a side project, their proof of concept, their flag in the ground to tell investors and players alike, we have arrived, we are Embark. So where does this leave us? If you're burned out by the cycle of games chasing trends, prioritizing battle passes, or leaning on cheap engagement tricks to keep us on the same game for years, the finals might be your escape. It's a game that remembers what makes the FPS genre so timeless: tight gameplay, thoughtful design, and the thrill of every single moment and encounter. It's not just a shooter, it's a great one, it's a phenomenal one. It's a game built by people who love this genre, for people who love everything that it stands for. And while it might not have the player count to rival the big names on Twitch and YouTube, I think it stands head and shoulders above all of them. Apex, Valorant, Fortnite, just anything. It's so good. I know it's easy to overlook a game that doesn't dominate Twitch or flood your timeline with viral clips on Shorts or TikTok or wherever, but games like the finals remind us that the best experiences are sometimes found off the beaten path. It's free, it's accessible, and most importantly, it's worth every second of your time. Even friends of mine that played it that weren't that good at it still appreciated and loved it for what it was. Whether you're someone who just wants a few hours of chaos-filled fun, or someone looking for their next big multiplayer obsession, I think the finals has everything for you. And for Embark Studios, this feels like the beginning of something truly special. The finals is a statement, a declaration that this studio is here to innovate and create games that stand out in an industry often too afraid to take risks. Arc Raiders is their next step, and I cannot wait to see what they deliver. But for now, we have the finals. And while I will probably never give a review score to a game again, I want it to be summarized and the TLDR. This game will be a 10 out of 10 for me. It's truly special.